So, this is text 21. King Rahugana said, "This birth as a human being is the best of all. Even birth among the demigods and the heavenly planets is not as glorious as birth as a human being on this earth. What is the use of the exalted position of a demigod? In the heavenly planets, due to profuse material comforts, there's no possibility of associating with devotees." So, he's volunteering this. It may be that at one point he was attracted to performing his kingly duties with the idea that he could go to the heavenly planets. I don't know if that was his case or not, but many people are. That's their goal. They hear about the heavenly planets and they want to go there with the demigods and enjoy. So here he's pointing out, he's having this realization. What's the use of a position as a demigod's? There's no possibility of associating with devotees because they're so engaged, fully engaged in sense gratification. And that's the program on the heavenly planets, it's heavenly delights. There's no possibility of associating with devotees. They're too busy. Prabhupada's commentary. Human birth is a great opportunity for self-realization. One may take birth in a high planetary system among the demigods, but due to the profusion of material comforts, one cannot gain release from material bondage. Even on this earth, those who are very opulent do not generally care to take to Krishna consciousness. Yeah, don't we see that? Of course. They're attached to all their material amenities. So, message of Krishna consciousness is not to be attached to material amenities, to serve Krishna. But they're in the middle of reaping the rewards of all their hard labor in getting all those material amenities. What? Give up attachment. This is the goal of all my endeavors for so long now. And finally got the rewards? No way. No way. I am going to enjoy this. Like a dog with a bone. You try to get a bone away from a dog. So, they're like that. Like a dog with a bone. You're not going to get away from me. So, it's more difficult. Whereas making the point here, Maharaj Rahugana and Srila Prabhupada making the point that on the earth, take birth on the earth, it's not so heavenly. And there are even some conditions which are really very, very difficult. So there's a nice array of situations, and even in one lifetime a person may experience something heavenly existence and then have it all taken away, and that just in one lifetime, and then be destitute, and then so in that sense it's a good opportunity to question what is the value of material amenities. What's the value of it? I had this and then I lost it and now I don't have it and then I'm hankering for it again, and what's going on here? So it can be a good situation to and then also even you can see how others are situated in life, like just in a small city really. You can go from neighborhood to neighborhood. Some neighborhoods are quite opulent and others are just more like just mercantile and hardworking neighborhood, and then some are really, kind of like the slums, So you can see the different degradations of existence just on this one planet. So it's really a good opportunity to reawaken that questioning mode, that questioning spirit of, what is of value, and like this, you can start to question, who am I? Whereas evidently on the heavenly planets, there's just one scenario. It's just one big opulent, evidently, one big opulent playground. So you don't have that spectrum. So the tendency is everything is like this. And the lifespan is very long, and it's pretty much always like this for a very, very long time. It's a reward. It's like a vacation on a cruise liner, and only instead of 7 days in the Caribbean, it's 100 years of the demigods, which is like very different from 100 years on this planet. It's like, what is it? One day is 6 months on the heavenly. It's a very long time. So who's going to give that up, But we see it even on this, where we live now. The people who are very opulent are very determined to hold on to their opulence, material facilities. So, by such association, one can, they're not inclined. An intelligent person will actually be interested in getting freed from material clutches, and so they must associate with pure devotees. That's how they get free, is by the association of pure devotees. Personally, or by those that are trying to serve them, or through the writings, somehow, but it's always through the devotee. Because Krishna is surrounded by devotees. You don't go to Krishna directly. You go through the devotional spirit, and that is the devotees. So Krishna it's how you become a devotee, is by the mercy of the devotees. They teach you how to be a devotee. If you knew how to be a devotee, you'd already be a devotee, right? So you have to be taught the devotional spirit. By such association, one can gradually become detached from the material attraction of money and women. Money and women are the basic principles of material attachment. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu therefore advised those who are actually serious about returning back to Godhead to give up money and women in order to be fit to enter the kingdom of God. Money and women can be fully utilized in the service of the Lord, and one who utilizes them in this way can be free from material bondage. Yeah, that's the yukta vairagya, or renunciation. You don't want false renunciation. False renunciation is like, Prabhupada give a cute little example, as someone that comes to the impersonalist, the person who has no realization of the variegatedness of the spiritual energy, but just sees everything as one big energy. And so they're taking this renounced position so that they don't involve themselves with the illusory energy. But they don't know how to involve themselves with the spiritual energy. All they have reached a point where they can detach themselves from the illusory energy. So they're just kind of existing with nothing to do. And someone comes, they want to make some offering. Oh, I give you this nice, all this money. And the renunciate says, no, I don't want to involve myself with anything like that. Or, I have this nice camera, you can use it. No, I don't know camera. No, nothing. I am not involved. No service. Just, I'm not this body, I'm spirit. That's it. So it's false renunciation, and that platform can't be maintained indefinitely. It gives a little relief from being entangled in the material energy, but then what are the activities? So that is the devotional, in the devotional atmosphere, spiritual devotional atmosphere. So that's the similar point here, is that money and women are the basic principles of material attachment. So they have to give them up. But they're not actually giving the money and the women up. They're giving the material attachment, which means the spirit of enjoying money and women is what's being given up. Whereas in the next sentence, to really give up money and women means they can be engaged in service to the Lord. The money can be used to build a nice temple for the Lord, to print books about Krishna, to distribute prasadam, to connect to the internet and make videos of kirtan and deity worship and the different devotees' activities around the world, like this. And the women, they can be engaged in serving the deity and doing all the things that anybody else does in trying to spread Krishna consciousness. And also, they can be in married life and have nice children for Krishna. So it's the spirit, just changing the spirit, giving up. It's like the Christians also, they have that saying that love of money is the root of all evil. And sometimes you hear people, they misquote that, and they say, money is the root of all evil. That's the impersonalist, like, no, don't give me that money, don't give me the camera, no, I don't want anything. No. Material energy is evil. It's not the women, it's not the money, it's not the camera. It's the attachment to the spirit of enjoying those things for oneself. That's the problem. By utilizing the facilities to serve Krishna, they become spiritualized and been used in Krishna's service. So that's the yukta vairagya. That real renunciation means to utilize everything for Krishna. He says, one who can utilize in this way becomes free from material bondage. Only in the association of devotees can one relish the glorification of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Just through a little association with a pure devotee, one can become successful in his journey back to Godhead. Yeah, it's very true. Only in the association of devotees can one relish the glorification, Supreme Personality of Godhead. That's very true. And that's the wonderful thing about the association of devotees. Because that relishing the glorification of the Lord gives us a taste. And that taste is what we're craving. That's what we want. We want we want to taste, we want to experience. Something wonderful in relationship to the Lord, in devotional service. And that's the association of devotees. That happens. I think also Christians, they know that wherever two or more are gathered in the name of Lord Jesus, then He's present. So it's a devotional principle. And that's why the Sankirtan movement is congregational chanting the holy name of the Lord. Something very powerful, very wonderful happens when the devotees are assembled. Krishna really likes that. Krishna likes it when the devotees are assembled. Of course, the topmost assembly that he really, really likes is when the gopis. So, but that's very confidential, that assembly. Although Lord Chaitanya is throwing the doors wide open. And He's making the highest form of love of Godhead available through the congregational chanting of the holy name. So, now, if for one reason or other we're not able to be, the ideal thing would be in Sankirtan 24 hours a day. Wouldn't that be something? I think the gopis, it was a night of Brahma, which lasts for like thousands and thousands of years. Wouldn't that be wonderful? But if for some reason or other we're not able, or we're just not situated like that. And we may not even have access to kirtans even every now and then. We may be situated in a far distant place or whatever. Still we can appreciate, and within our heart we can relish this movement. And if we get some news of the activities that are going on, we can appreciate. I believe there were some gopis who, for one reason or other, weren't able to attend the Rasa dance. They were right there in Vrindavan. Some of them, I think it said, their family members locked them up in their rooms, and they couldn't get out. But within their heart, they were there. And for some of them it was so traumatic they actually left their bodies. So there are different things that happen. Well, one thing's for sure, Krishna's all attractive, his movement's all attractive, his devotees are all attractive. And we have that good fortune, so let's not become misfortunate. Let's become truly appreciative. Anyway, that's what I'm praying for.